I make daily videos. How the f do I make them all? So as you guys know, I upload daily videos on this YouTube channel. And something that you guys have been asking me to make for a while is, what is my editing situation? How do I edit videos so fast? Because you can't really speed up filming that much. I mean, filming takes as long as it takes for you to film. But editing is something that you can kind of get faster and quicker at as you practice it more and more often. Now, firstly, I just want to say I have been an editor for years. I've edited since I was 10. I first learned on iMovie. I went to Final Cut Pro. I went to Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro again. I'm a very avid Final Cut Pro user right now, so that's the software I'm going to be using in this video, and that's the software that I've used to edit this video and all the other videos on my YouTube channel. But you can still use a lot of the tricks that I do in Final Cut Pro and Premiere Pro, and yeah, they all work the same. Just Final Cut is what I'm going to be using for this video, since I edit most of my videos in Final Cut Pro. And a fast editing process is literally one of the most important things you can get down as a creator, because that's the biggest thing that holds me back personally. I could create so many videos if I didn't have to spend the time editing them. And editing is just so time consuming, and you just kind of need to get it down. So here's how I edit my videos. I have this down in a super long graph because there's a lot of steps. There's a lot of steps. So firstly, the footage. You have to import it in your computer somehow. So get the SD card, plug it in. Then what I like to do is just drag the files into a folder for that video. And also in that folder, I will include a Final Cut Pro library, but you can do the same thing with Premiere. It's literally the same exact process. What I like to do after that is drag those video clips into my Final Cut Pro timeline and export that out as a WAV file. So after I export maybe the 4 or 5 video clips that I drag into my Final Cut Pro timeline, I drag that WAV file into Adobe Audition. Then I like to do some audio editing and EQing. It makes the audio so much better. I may do a video on how I EQ my voice, but there will be a link in the description to a video that my friend John did. After I EQ my audio, I export that out and then drag that exported file into my timeline. Then obviously I compound those clips, remove the audio from the video clips, and then I do some color correction. I just copied the color correction from the last video that I did and paste that onto my new video. Then I make another compound clip, because if I want to change that color in the future, I could just open that compound clip up and change the color without having to apply it to all the different video files. And then it's time for the rough cut. Now, I do not know how you're gonna do this in Adobe Premiere Pro, but there's this really cool feature in Final Cut Pro. You can see how you want to view your timeline. What I do is just turn on audio only layers. So all I see is audio meters, and that's great, because then I can see where I can cut between the different times I talk. Then what I do is rush to the timeline and split up every time I stop talking. Then I go back through and delete all those empty clips, and then I have this long timeline of all these takes. What I like to do after that is play through the timeline and delete different takes or things that I said that I don't want in the final video. Then after I'm happy with the final product of what I want to say, I import my intros and outros. And obviously I change back to seeing video and audio, because I can't really see what I'm doing if I can only see audio when I'm importing my intros and outros. Then after that, I do a playthrough and import my music. After I do my music pass, I go back through and add some crops and Ken Burns. And while I'm doing that, I also like to go through there and just make some kind of little nooks and cranny changes to just make the whole video better. Some things that I like to do is detach the audio layer and drag it out a little bit more so that it kind of like each clip flows together. But after that, I'm done. I play through the timeline one more time to make sure everything's perfect, and then I upload straight to YouTube from Final Cut Pro. This saves a ton of time and also a ton of storage. I used to export the videos and then upload them to YouTube, but now I just go down to my drop-down menu and export straight to YouTube. So yeah, that is how I edit super fast. Hopefully you enjoyed my style, and yeah, I'm done and you get to see the final video. And yeah, somehow I do all that in under an hour. My record for editing a video for this YouTube channel is 45 minutes. So try and beat my record if you have Final Cut Pro, and try and edit a video for your channel in under a half an hour. I'm so close to beating my own record. So yeah, obviously editing for YouTube is so important, and if I didn't know these editing tricks, I would never be able to upload daily and also be able to play games and do school at the same time. Not that I do school and play games at the same time, it's just I wouldn't have time to do either school or games if I didn't know how to edit this fast. If you enjoyed seeing how I edit my videos and or learn something to make your editing process faster, leave a like on the video. How do you edit your videos? How long does it take to edit your videos? What is your editing style? What is your editing workflow? Let me know in the comments below. Really interested to see if I can step up my game even faster. And if you guys are new here, please smash the subscribe button. I upload so many videos each and every week on this YouTube channel. You should totally hit the subscribe button. And if you guys have not already, make sure to slap the notification bell. You totally should. You'll get a brand new spanking notification whenever I upload a new video. That's awesome, because YouTube is not sending out notifications. Please push it if you don't want to miss a single video. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. That was my editing process. What's yours? And I will see you in the next one. I make daily videos. How the fun do I make them all?